Create a sense of confidence, certainty, and courage. Johan is rarely seen as startled or lacking in self-esteem. He exudes confidence and certainty. Naturally, human beings achieve such states by having strong beliefs and consistently sticking to them, having conviction, or by developing their skills through time and hardship. Johan has a lot of confidence in his skills of manipulation and planning. Your confidence doesn't have to come from such negative places. Seek healthy confidence because it's most useful in the long run. A. Develop self-efficacy. Self-efficacy refers to an individual's belief and their own ability to accomplish a specific task or goal, while self-esteem refers to an individual's overall evaluation of their worth and value as a person. Self-efficacy is specific, and self-esteem is general. If you want to develop self-esteem, develop self-efficacy first. There are 4 factors to self-efficacy. 1. Mastery experiences. These experiences include your past successes in similar situations, regardless if they are small or big. When someone achieves a specific task, he or she is more likely to believe that success in future tasks is real and possible. The same thing can be said about failure. Too much failure can eradicate one's self-efficacy. Johan Liebert has a vast history of success that he unconsciously or consciously draws from when he is taking on a new challenge. The key to build this log or cookie jar, by David Goggins' terms, is by logging small victories first and building from there. There is an app called Cookie Jar in the App Store that you can use if you want. 2. Vicarious experiences. This is about observing the experiences of people similar to you, who successfully achieved a task or goal you want to achieve. These people include those who you know and those who are similar to you in temperament. If you see a friend published a book, you are more likely to believe that you can do it as well. If your family has a history of success, you are more likely to be a success because that's what you know. You emulate what you see, and people's success rubs on you. So associate yourself with winners. As an extrovert, if you feel like you're not comfortable being alone, find another extrovert around you who learned to enjoy solitude and introspection and emulate what they've done. Some of the best philosophers are extroverted, like Socrates, Aristotle, Michel Foucault, and so on. Johan Liebert was surrounded by highly intelligent peers in his childhood. Same with Ayanakuji. 3. Social persuasion. This factor tackles the environmental influence that people have on you, both their negative and positive feedbacks about who you are as a person, your skills, and the results you are achieving. If the people around you believe that you are a loser, you're most likely to believe that of yourself. We are, after all, emotional creatures. If you spend time around negativity and toxicity, your self-efficacy will take a hit, and your ambition will weaken with time. Spend less with emotional vampires. Encourage truthful and constructive criticism instead. The quicker the feedback, the quicker you develop. Most people rely too much on deliberate practice and forget about feedback loops. 4. Emotional and physiological states. When your body and mind are uncomfortable, your self-efficacy runs low. Lack of sleep and nutrition affect your confidence. This is why manipulators seek you when you are disoriented, because your mind is weaker. You are less likely to notice getting played. You are easily irritated when you are hungry. If you feel like you are anxious, ask yourself, am I fulfilling my physical needs? Take a shower. Take a shiza. As you grow in confidence, you can train yourself to generate self-belief despite being in a poor state of mind and body. Learn and practice the tools first and test them. There is a video on how to be calm like Ayanakuji that you might want to watch. It has over 20 techniques on how to achieve that single thing. Before I continue with the video, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Eye of Horus. It's a notebook you can use to study people and get to know them better. Think of it as your own personal archive that you can utilize to advance in your own social circle, career, and so on. You can also use it to help the people you value the most. by understanding them a little bit more. Own the new year by getting your own copy right now. Link is in the description below. B. Body language. Johan's body language is calm, relaxed, and deliberate, which gives him an aura of power and control. We see Johan play the rooftop game, the game of destiny, as we discussed in the previous video. His body is calm and present as he balances himself on the edges of the roof. Of course, you shouldn't do stupid stuff like that because, well, if you are interested in staying alive. 1. The soldier pose. Johan often takes on this pose by placing both of his arms behind his back and putting one hand inside the other. This shows extreme confidence because it keeps his most vulnerable areas of neck and chest unprotected. Naturally and unconsciously, we believe that the only people who can do such a thing are high-status individuals. They can afford it because they are too powerful. No one will dare to attack them. Now keep in mind that while this is a very powerful body language pose, it makes people not like you. You seem too in control, which is not something you want to communicate at all. There are better ways to do so without seeming overbearing. These include keeping your body language open, your hands gesturing while talking, or you can relax your arms and hands by your sides. The sign of a confident body language is relaxation instead of stiffness and tension. 2. Eye contact as key to confidence. Maintaining eye contact is a sign of comfort and confidence because you're not shying away from the audience or the situation. People assume you have nothing to hide. Of course, manipulators use it to their advantage. Sometimes when you're talking to them, they will not give you much eye contact until the time they need to display an idea that is important for you to invest in or to accept. Then they will look at you directly in the eyes for a comfortable amount of time without making you squirm, unless that's their goal. Train yourself to look directly into people's eyes because they mistake it for charisma. Johan maintains eye contact because it helps him read the other person and communicate his ideas on a deep level. Apply eye contact 50% of the time when you are speaking and 70% of the time when you are listening. Practice in low-stakes situations, with a friend first, then with waiters and clerks because they are there for you, specifically so the pressure is on them, not you. Number 3. Speak slower and speak from the diaphragm, not the neck. If you speak from your neck, your voice will come out high, which betrays confidence. If you have a high voice, you can make it gradually deeper through yawning. I specifically yawn before I record my audios to stretch my vocal cords and relax. Some people even do chanting. Speaking slowly helps you emphasize your words. Pick the most important word and pronounce it slower. Not too slow, but slower than usual.
君の言う僕が見たその駆け寄った人間も次々と覆いかぶさるように倒れた
Johan's voice is neither deep or high, but is gentle and relaxing. It takes time to enunciate with no rush. His voice calms you down, but it's still not too commanding that makes you dislike him. People with deeper voices are perceived as potential leaders, as long as the tone is not patronizing. It doesn't become a disadvantage. You can also use tongue twisters to become more eloquent. Anchors practice them every day. C. Don't be afraid to court attention. Charisma doesn't shy away from attention. It naturally draws people to be with you. Mystery is fantastic, but it requires hooking the audience first. If you are not interesting, you are deemed as a creep, not as James Bond. This is why a lot of introverts don't get dates when they are trying. It's because they imitate the stereotypical mysterious guy and don't talk to the girl. Women want men to be proactive and make their first move. Introverted men dislike the idea because they feel uncomfortable, afraid, or even too proud to be the one that makes the first move. Remember, fear hides itself in different forms, sometimes as apathy or even aloofness. Extroverts naturally court attention because they are interested in talking to people. They utilize law 6 of power. Court attention at all costs, especially in the beginning when you have low status. Start small by simply sharing some of your thoughts with people when they discuss a topic. Use your strengths in conversation to summon that confidence that is necessary to court attention. Volunteer and practice far from the people you know. Recreate yourself outside of that pack, then come back if you are not too comfortable with seeming awkward. If you already know how to get attention, don't abuse it. See attention as an opportunity to make the world a slightly better place by supporting good causes. See yourself as an instrument and transcend your limiting beliefs about attention. If you are good at your job, you will attract attention anyway, so you better get good at it now, instead of making terrible mistakes later on. D. Signs that betray a lack of confidence and conviction. 1. Too much self-deprecating humor. 2. Avoiding conflict. 3. People-pleasing antics. 4. Cracking under pressure. 5. Propensity to give up too quickly. 6. Inability to make decisions or committing to a course of action. 7. Inconsistency between values and action. 8. Bad articulation of belief system. 9. Never admitting you are wrong. 10. Overcompensation in showing off. This is the third video in our latest series on how to be charismatic. You can watch them in any order you like. If you haven't already, well, I'll see you over there.